Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Today we are going to be taking a journey from Aberdeen down to Carlisle, I think. So yeah, we're going to get on the road. We'll look both ways and make sure that nobody's going to run us over. I say run us over, we're not exactly walking our way. So yeah, let's get on the road and... We're in the UK. We're in the UK. I keep forgetting that. It's because I've not driven in the UK for a while in this game. It's a bit confusing.
Continue straight.
Oh yeah, and we've got the Grand Tour voice pack as well. Oh my god. Try to get my pedals in the right position. So this is Aberdeen. It's a very residential city from what I've gathered. Lots of residents in this area. Yeah. I've been to Aberdeen, it's a nice city actually.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Well, it's okay, but it's not amazing.
Turn left.
Okay. What the heck? Wow, this is a cool pickup point. I like this. It's like going through the little Scottish, like, cobble town things, cobble houses.
You have reached your destination. Well done. Although, frankly, I did all the hard work.
Still no. Freight market. And we have got a 20-ton fertiliser from Aberdeen down to Carlisle. And if you have a look at the sort of the options that we can change it to, there's not a heck of a lot, is there? It's like 4 options. We can go boring trailer or we can go red or blue. I'm gonna go... What colour's our truck? Oh god, it's orange. I think blue will go better with it. Freight market. Let's go blue. Let's just take it. Okay, somehow I managed to stall the engine. Don't know how. Oh my god, my neutral... Oh, no, I can't have that. Keys and buttons... shift to neutral, it needs to be that. Like, surely. I can't have that. Like, I can't be going down like that all the time. That's just awful. I should really have one that goes to first gear as well, but... Okay, let's reverse. Put on neutral and reverse. So much easier that way. And we'll have a look at the route in a minute. Oh, I've not got advanced coupling turned on.
Have a pleasant drive.
I'll do it right now.
Have you ever heard a navigation system argue with itself? No? Well, that's about to change.
No, it isn't.
Okay. So, you know... I'm going to forget that, so I'll change that right now. Gameplay. Advanced trailer coupling turned on. Okay, I'm getting phoned by an 0800 number. Great. Remind me never to phone them again. Remind me to get that app that basically allows you to stop those incoming calls from 0800 numbers. Okay, we'll get out of here and we'll have a look at the route in a minute. We'll take a look at the route of what we're doing down the Scottish.
Meters, turn right.
We're going down Scotland today. Pretty nice route.
Turn right.
And I don't think anything's coming, and it is left-hand drive, so I'm really confused. Oh my god, whoever thought I'd be confused at left-hand drive? It's because I've driven in right-hand drive so much in this game that I'm just so used to it. It's crazy. This gear selecting's terrible today. It's really bad. Right, let's get a look at the route then. I really should have just pressed M because it's more professional. Okay, my webcam's frozen, that's good. That's really good. Okay, are we back? Yep, okay, good. This is really awkward, so, you know, move that down a little bit. This is really awkward, so we'll go round there because we're full of awkwardness. This one here, come on game, keep in with the game, it's just a map. Even Google Maps can load faster than this. Jeez. Okay, now there's Perth, but I think today's episode is going to be way too long to be going into Perth. It's going to be like an hour if we go into Perth. Edinburgh, I mean, as long as it's going to take to go to Edinburgh, I mean, 480, yeah. And then we're going to be heading down towards Carlisle today, and that's where we're going to end. So yeah, quite a nice journey.
Are you ready for the best backseat drivers you've ever had?
Yep, let's get this show on the road.
God. I shifted back to neutral because I actually thought I was in, I was like stalled. I thought there was...
Continue straight.
God. Yay! Wow, that was like the worst attempt at stopping before the line I've ever seen. So yeah, we're back in Eurotruck. It's been a while actually, so we've been in Eurotruck. Yeah. Coming soon, we've got Road to the Black Sea. We've got what else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got the Mercedes Atros DLC, which I will be taking a look at next week, I think. Unless XCS suddenly drop the Renault Range T or the Utah DLC or the Road to the Black Sea DLC, then otherwise I'll play them. But other than that, I will play the Merc Atros DLC next week. We'll take a look at it. Because Eurotruck was what my channel was originally based on, so I do sort of want to continue that. Seriously, my webcam's like really bad
In
today.
200 meters, turn left.
In 200 meters, turn left. Okay. The worst audio, like...
Turn left.
The worst audio, like, equalization I've ever heard in anything. Like, in 200 meters, turn left. That's basically what it is. It's, like, really bad. Like, it says to turn left.
200 meters, turn right.
It says turn right. It's, like, so much louder than
Turn right.
in 200 meters. Let's have a look at this trailer. Wow, what the heck is that? What was this again? Fertilizer, wow, jeez. Nice.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
What does that trailer say? Something about sun oranges or something. Okay, so our ETA is Thursday 22:22, so when are we to be there? Thursday 21:14 to Friday 3:54. So it's very unlikely that we're going to get to rest.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Okay, yeah. This is Aberdeen written all over it with the trees
Turn
in the little
left.
square. The trees in the little square compartments of grass. What the heck? What the heck? There's a guy in a wheelchair. Or a mobility scooter if you like. Okay. That's pretty unusual for your truck. And I'm not laughing because it's in a
Continue
wheelchair,
straight.
I'm laughing because it's unusual for your truck. Before all you snowflakes out there decide to comment on how much of a terrible person I am. Okay, what have we got here? I think it's a recruitment agency. Oh, maybe not. It's a Scania truck dealer, wow. Is there a Scania truck dealer in Aberdeen? Nobody knows. I'm doing a U-turn without looking, so... That quick thinking turn there. Brilliant. Okay, the other one is a recruitment agency. I'm not too bothered about that. So I think we're not just going to turn in just for the recruitment agency. It's just going to be so strange. So we'll just go straight.
Are you ready for some safe and reliable driving instruction?
You've got us, yes, us, to help you along. Let's get started. Drive safe.
In 200 meters, turn left.
In 200 meters, turn left. There's the guy in the wheelchair
Turn
again.
left.
Somehow he's done a U-turn just like me. I don't know how that happened,
left.
but it did. What the heck? There's a guy peeing by the
At the
tree.
roundabout, take the second
Oh no, he's
exit.
sweeping stuff away. I love this, by the way. I love this sort of... Oh, that guy's so gonna pull into me. Maybe not. I always stay in the outside lane in this bit because I'm scared cars are gonna pull in, and they always do. Oh, a bridge. Lovely. That's the River Dee for anybody that doesn't know.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Are you turning in? Yep. No, not indicating yet. No.
Exit.
It's weird how it says exit as well. It's like, exit! Like that. It's like it's just trying to tell you it without wanting to know. So yeah, on the channel we've had 2 games going on which I'm really enjoying. We've had Blair Witch going on, which I think there's a new episode tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I think there's Blair Witch tomorrow. Yeah. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 is on Tuesday, I think. And then we've obviously got the huge October month intro on Monday as well. So yeah, look out for that. This is a weird road. It's like it goes down the side. Oh, hello. You should really be in this lane, bro. Not that lane. That's like the slowest overtake I've ever seen. He's still in that lane? I hope he's going to go into the outside lane. Well, saying that again, he needs to be a bit safer. Yeah, there we go. Wow! He's got 3 indicators on the bottom left. Why does he need that? He's not even got... I hope he's got brake lights. Because they brake test me all the time in this game. This is a very green road. It's like a valley, but it's like a lot worse than a valley. A valley looks like a million times better. I've actually been to these parts of the world. It's really nice. Well, I say these parts of the world. It's not that far from my area that I live in, but it's very nice. I've been up to Aberdeen twice, I think, and it's quite a nice place. I say it's a nice place. I mean, the route up there is really nice, like going up the motorway and stuff. The motorway's not that nice, so that's why the person that I was with, I took the scenic route. So we went round the mountains area. Up, not really up the highlands, but more like round the roundabout. Like, we went a different way, to put it short, rather than a frickin' motorway all the time. Like, we weren't really in a rush, so we just took the scenic route. Okay, let's see if I can change that cruise control. There we go. It's like the most useful one out of them all. How are we doing for fuel, by the way? Okay, we're on just over half. That's good. That should last us the whole journey. Okay. What we got here? Edinburgh, Perth and Dundee. Forfar and Currymuir. Okay. Wow, the aliasing on that? What the heck? There's some bad aliasing there. That really needs to be sorted. Like, really badly. I think DX11's probably sorted that a little bit, but... who knows? I think DX11, I took a look at DX11 and I actually saw it was nice. The frames were really nice, but I have seen that a few people have got black screens when they load the game, so It's a real downside. Like, imagine having DX11 and just loading up the game, and every time you load it up, it just goes to black screen. It's the same with a lot of people as well. It's a real shame. But hopefully they'll figure it out and they'll fix it. So yeah, we will be going over the Queensferry crossing today as well. So we'll have a look at that. However, it's going to be dark by the time we get there. This game, it probably gets dark around 9 o'clock. I don't think the game goes by your actual... the game does go by location, so it'll show the sun higher up the higher north you go. But it doesn't take into account the time of year either, so like right now in the UK it's probably around about 7 o'clock dark. But this game will not take that into account, it'll just take into account summer months, unless you get an early and late autumn mod, which I really should get because it is early autumn. Yeah, autumn equinox was the other day as well. So yeah, maybe that'd be something quite nice to get. Uh oh, we're lane merging. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay. Straight on for Edinburgh, right to Perth.
Continue straight.
Okay. We would be going right if we were going to Perth, which we're not. So yeah, today there should have been an... on Discord, if you go into Discord, the link will be in the description. But in Discord, I think there's a link to a brand new schedule. So the schedule's beginning the 1st of October is in the Discord server. I think it's the 1st to the 10th of October, so 10 days of that.
In 200 meters, turn left.
So yeah, you'll find the schedule in Discord. Okay, we're turning left.
Turn left.
Edinburgh to the right. The left even. I don't know my left and right. Come on, get up the hill. So gonna be somebody pulling out right now. Right, we can probably start cruise controlling in a minute. 97 limit, otherwise known as 70 miles per hour. Or 60. 60 miles per hour, because 60 for trucks. Hello. Slow. How about we just continue going? That bus is definitely not going slow. The coaches in this game are a menace. Like, you get hit by coaches so often in this game. Like, stay away from them. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Oh, hello. M90 Queensferry Crossing. Jeez, man. They've actually got the new Queensferry Crossing in here. When did they add this? Whoa. Wow, that is some cool view. So if you don't know, basically this one is for local vehicles, so basically cars, trucks, whatever. That one is for the one in the middle is for buses and emergency services, I think, and obviously the one at the far end is trains. Okay, let's take a photo of that. That's brilliant. That'll probably be the thumbnail. Jeez, man, that is a nice view. Look at that. I might just back up and just do it that way. See, there's no, like, nice view of this, is there? Like, it's just... You can't get all 3 bridges in easily. Just saying. Blush strength down. Don't want too much blur. But in the 80s they had a lot of it. Wow, it's nice. I don't think the Queensferry crossing is that detailed though. Like the Queensferry crossing there. Saying that again, it's not that detailed in real life, but... But yeah, we won't be going into... Oh yeah, we are going into Edinburgh, aren't we? Yeah, of course. Oh my god, why are we slowing down? You saw that, right? Yeah, if you didn't get that joke, I'm basically saying
Continue straight.
I was basically saying that Blur was a big band in the 80s. So if I was to go through like every single like decade and think of like the biggest band of that decade, what would it be? So like 50s would be like the Beatles, 60s would be probably the Beatles, 70s would be... I'm not that knowledgeable at 70s music. Probably... I don't know. Would you say Frankie Goes to Hollywood's big in the 70s? See, 80s is fine, 90s is fine, 90s is fine.
Keep left, and then continue straight.
Wait, what? Continue straight, you mean go left? It's just the same thing.
Continue straight.
M8. But yeah, I think we're going to down to hit Carlisle. So the 70s, who was big in the 70s? I know Rick Astley was big in the 70s, but that's a singer. I can't think off the top of my head. 80s, probably Backstreet Boys. No, they were 90s. They were 90s. 90s was probably more like Boyzone and stuff. Noughties, Westlife all the way. 10s, One Direction. 90s where Spice Girls were quite big too, and Noughties Girls Aloud were quite big as well. The problem is with this era, like this era of music, that everything is controlled by streaming. I actually read last night, I don't read a lot of articles, I just say that I've read it. I actually did hear it somewhere. I heard it somewhere, I didn't really read an article, but when I say that, I just say I read somewhere. If that makes sense. But I read somewhere yesterday that apparently 3.5% of the charts, like the music that contributes to the charts, 3.5% of it is now digital download. So 90%, I think it's something like 3.5% is digital download, about 2 or 3% are physical downloads, and the rest is all to streaming. So we're basically talking about just over 90% to streaming. That's just insane. Obviously, if it depends on the week, like charity singles, they'll get high downloads. Like, does anybody remember the Christmas?
Left.
Does anybody remember the Christmas #1 of 2018? We Built the City. Got a last-minute boost of
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Got a last-minute boost of downloads or sales to get it to #1 on Christmas. What are you doing?
Exit.
Exit. So yeah, here goes the story of the Christmas #1 in 2018. So it started off on the Friday, or it started off on Monday as the update, because there's an update that's published to Official Charts website every Monday, and it started off as Ava Max being the #1 for Christmas. So she was meant to be the Christmas #1 of 2018. And then there was this song that released about 2 weeks earlier, obviously, called We Built This City on Sausage Rolls. So basically what happened was Ava Max was leading it to #1, probably by about 30 to 40,000 sales streams ratios combined. And then We Built This City, on the last day, just managed, because it appeared on BBC Breakfast, it just managed to get like 50,000 downloads. Just insane. Like, the amount of downloads they got for one day, I think it's the highest amount of downloads on a single song since the Artist for Grenfell song, I think.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
But if anybody's following the charts at the moment, it's pretty dull. It's like extremely dull. Okay. It's Story in Paper. Lol. Yeah, if anybody's following the charts at the moment, you'll know it's pretty stable. So basically what happens now is because there's so many songs on streams that get to number 1 on Spotify. If you look at spotifycharts.com, you'll know exactly what I mean. And what basically happens is so many songs like Rihanna, Calvin Harris, Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Drake, all these sort of streaming giant singers that sort of every time they release a song are almost like they almost go really high in streams. So they know by Spotify that they will get promoted so well on Spotify and they'll get so much streams. And then the downloads sort of like go, like they're like 30 on downloads for the first week and then go massively down. But because they're so high on streams, and streams are such a big part of the official charts these days, or the streams, a part of the chart these days, that basically, like, it's almost determined to go to number 1. Like, it's very predictable, and it's very much the same next week as well.
Exit left.
But the big problem lies in the official charts hands. If anybody have noticed, if anybody knows the official charts, and if anybody follows music to the extent that I do, then you'll know that the official charts have some rules in place to basically stop this from happening, and they're pretty rubbish, if you ask me. So basically what happens is, let's take an example. Ed Sheeran released an album about a few months back called Number 6 Collaborations Project. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. And what the official charts thought was the best thing to do ever after his Divide, you know, the Divide album from 2 years ago that basically ruled the charts for like 12 weeks or whatever, like top 20, 17 songs in the top 20 or something ridiculous. Yeah, like that. So what the official charts came up with after that was to limit every artist 3 songs on a chart only. So Ed Sheeran could only get 3 songs from his
Keep left.
15.
And then exit left.
3 songs from his 15 songed album. So that basically means 12 songs that probably would have
Exit
debuted
left.
on the top 40 did not debut on the top 40. So yeah, that's one rule. What they also have is a rule called ACR, Accelerated Chart Ratio. So each artist is now on standard chart ratio. So let's say, I don't know, any song that's now just entered the chart for the first time ever is on standard chart ratio. So they're basically on 200 streams to 1 download, or 100 streams to 1 download. God knows, something like that. But basically what the official charts do is after 10 weeks of the song being on the chart, they decide to knock the streams down to 600 to 1 or something. No, sorry, it's to 200 to 1. So every 200 streams equal 1 download. It's hard to explain, but so that basically means they're trying to slow that person down. They're trying to slow that sort of artist down, and they're trying to make way for new artists to come up. But it's not right. It's just manipulation. Like, they're just basically saying that this artist has had so many weeks on the charts, so they must go down. No, that's not right. No way. Like, they could just let it naturally fall. Like, seriously. Like, let's take an example. Oh yeah, a few weeks back, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello went to number 1 with Senorita for 5 weeks, I think. And after, not very many people will know this, but after the 5th week, they went on to a thing called ACR. So they went down to number 4 after that. So by ACR, official charts rules, basically manipulating it, they would have like stayed for another few weeks. So the real number one was them for 8 weeks, but it just really wasn't. Like, the official charts are saying the real number one was not them, it was somebody else. I think, who was it after? Oh yeah, Ed Sheeran's terrible song with Stormzy, Take Me Back to London, which is now the current number one, which again is really wrong. They're trying to manipulate it on the streams. Ed Sheeran's trying to manipulate the streams as well, where he's saying, oh yeah, we'll release a new remix of Take Me Back to London, which will also add to the original song, which shouldn't. Like, the remix should have its own version, and the original song should have its own version. So they two songs are separate songs, really. Another song that I'm glad is becoming a big song on the chart is Dance Monkey. What an absolute fabulous hit that is. It's a very, 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 very Marmite song. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, but it is beginning to be big. I actually put in Discord about 3 or 4 weeks ago that my music prediction for Dance Monkey was that it'll become a massive viral hit by the end of this year, at the end of this month. And by now it has, pretty much. Like, okay, it may not be that great, and it may not be that big in the UK, but countries like Australia, Finland, Sweden, all those, it's already been number one for weeks on end. So yeah, I don't know if it'll do the same in the UK because the official charts manipulation might not work it, but who knows. So who can even believe that crap any of these days? Like, if they start manipulating the charts, like, anybody can manipulate the charts. Like, anybody can say, yeah, we're going to change this ratio of the streams to downloads. But I've heard from people in the past that, like, that basically run the charts, that, like, there's, like, they just say, what's the point anymore? Like, it's just, like, so many grime artists get on the song because of the streams, and they just get streams on end. Like, because the thing with streams is, right, it's so different to downloads. At least with, like, downloads, digital downloads, or physical sales, you actually listen to the, I don't know, you actually go out and buy the song after maybe previewing it and thinking, wow, that's a good song. And you actually want to buy the song because it's really good. But people on the streaming market, like me, I stream music all the time. Like, maybe just want to try out a song. Maybe just think, oh, I wonder what that song's like. Like, they try it out for like 10 seconds and like, oh, I don't like that anymore, let's go somewhere else. That gives that song one stream and one, like, a little bit of help towards the chart then. So what they're going to do next, increase the ratio. Like, what about in 2040 when we have, like, so many streamers? Like, hardly any. Welcome to England, Cumbria. Wow. Like, we have so many streamers that, like, nobody's going to even care about digital downloads. I mean, iTunes is closing at the end of this year, so iTunes will probably not have an impact in it anymore. You'll still get to view your songs bought on iTunes and your songs that you've had on iTunes on different platforms. Obviously, Apple Music's going to be one of the big ones now. Obviously, Spotify is still a massive streaming platform, but I reckon over the next few years, Apple Music will become a lot bigger as well.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Carlisle and Liverpool to the left. Let's go.
Turn left.
But I think Ed Sheeran knows how to work his magic on the charts. Like, he knows how to manipulate his way. Like, he released so many songs before the album came out, number 6 Collaborations project. He released so many. He released so many of the songs before he actually put the album out. Like, he put about half the songs released before the albums came out. So yeah, that was his sort of way of, like, manipulating the chart into getting all the songs into the chart. It's smart, but it's just like, it's just a bit. Don't get me wrong, Ed Sheeran's fine. Like, I like some of Ed Sheeran's music. Divide was one of my favourite albums. Number 6 Collaborations was an okay album. Multiply was rubbish, and the first one, what was it, Plus in 2012 or something, was absolutely, like, I can't describe how bad that album was. But his 2 latest albums are definitely the best, so that's a good thing. But yeah, the Naughties was basically ruled by like Westlife, and they've basically come back. So they've done the Take That thing and come back. Obviously, they're actually doing quite well. Like, they've got like a sold-out tour everywhere. Like, their tours, 20th anniversary tour was sold out so quickly that like you could go onto the website and it would say sold out.
And then continue straight.
But yeah, a lot of artists have not got things like things
Continue
like
straight.
like if anybody even watches the X Factor anymore, you'll know that like the artists on there are pretty rubbish now. So the X Factor has basically done the thing where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do celebrity versions now. Okay, so what's this gonna consist of? 15 people that are fake people and don't even know why they're there. Like, okay then, like. And then they're doing an all-star version as well, which, like, it's okay, but it only really works if you get everybody there. And they're not going to get everybody.
And then turn left.
Like, I feel like, the thing I feel like is, the X Factor brought them so many, like,
turn left.
So much fame that I believe that they should go back and actually do it. Because it's only because of the X Factor that they are famous and they are known to the public. Obviously, we know things like Jessie Nelson obviously got bad rep, not bad rep, she got like bad influence off the X Factor, so she basically got made to get a social media account, and we all know the story really, that she went down this deep depression route, and, well, it didn't go too well, did it? She was basically starving herself and stuff. Apparently, when she was doing a performance on the X Factor, she hadn't eaten for a week. So yeah, fame can bring you a lot of bad things. But then again, it can give you a lot of good things. I think there's too many people that care more about the money. Like, ITV cares so much about the money that they just forget about the contestants. They can forget about the contestants that are doing the shows, and they just, that goes right over their head, and they just don't care. Like, all they care about is the money. Like, look at Love Island. Like, 2 people have died because of suicide on Love Island.
200 meters, turn right.
Too many people are dying on Love Island because of it. And what do they do? Oh yeah, so, you know, we have a we've got people saying on social media, like, lots of people saying, like critics and stuff, saying that we should cancel the show because of it. I've got a good idea. Let's create another one to create more people. Oh, seriously. Okay, we have reached our destination of E-acres. I wonder how much E-acres it is. Carlisle discovered just as...
You have reached your destination. Well done. Although, frankly, I did all the hard work.
You did not do all the hard work. The amount of hard work you do is driving a car. Like, seriously, it's like literally nothing. Press the following key to handle your job delivery. NA. Okay. Enter. I guess I'm gonna have to change a button. How did I get it to start with? Is what I'm wondering. Would it be E? No, it wouldn't be E, would it? Keys and buttons. Park and brake. Dashboard. Activate, there we go. Let's put that on. That'll do. I will do it there, thank you. I'm not dumb. I've been playing Euro Truck for 3 years. I'm pretty certain I know what to do. I'll say 3 years. I've really been watching it for like 6 years. When did Euro Truck come out? I think it was like October 2012 it came out. We're heading into October though, that means a lot of games are releasing. We've got, what is it? Ghost Recon Breakpoint next week. We've got Cyberpunk coming soon. We've got Transport Fever 2. Got a lot of Euro Truck and ATS DLCs. We've got a Halloween game releasing next week as well. I think it's Outlast 3. But which I'll not be playing until next year. Because obviously we've got Blair Witch and I've got another game lined up as well to play if we finish Blair Witch on time, which I think we will. Uncoupling! Fertiliser delivered from Aberdeen to Carlisle, and we got 10 grand for it. Rip-off! Absolute rip-off. Continue. So we'll take a look at the world map. So basically today we have done a lot of chatting. We've done 1.13% of exploration, and my webcam's froze, so that's a really good start, a really good end to the video again. So yeah, we went all the way down from Aberdeen down to Carlisle today, via Perth and Edinburgh. But yeah, unfortunately, that's going to do it for another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'll pull that forward, and we will finish. And well, I was going to turn the engine off, but I've set the button I was going to press is engine as the activate, so yeah. What the heck? Sounds like the chickens and the sheep are having a fight. The heck's going on? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to keep up to date all the videos on my channel, please subscribe and we'll see you in the next episode, which should be tomorrow, I think. See you later.